What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rise and Shine Movie News, where we have a lot of movie news actually. We have a lot of movies from Marvel's camp. They presented a lot of stuff at New York Comic Con. We got our first look at Daredevil. That's going to be on Netflix. We had our first look at the Guardians of the Galaxy animated TV show. But everything is in small comparisons to what we found out today. And today we found out that Robert Downey Jr. is in talks and is negotiating signing a contract to appear in Captain America 3. Variety is reporting that he is in talks to, of course, be with the directed of Joe and Anthony Russo's Captain America 3. As you know, they directed Captain America 2, Winter Soldier. So, man, this is so interesting. This is so interesting because we learn a little bit. I think we're learning a little bit more and more about what Age of Ultron is really starting to be about. My thoughts on this thing. I mean, it's gonna be a little spoils right now. Well, I mean, I want to call it spoils because I think everybody knows of the storyline at this point. But we thought going on to Avengers 3 that we were going to have an Infinity Stone type story. But it really doesn't seem like it's heading that way. If Robert Downey Jr. is going to be in Captain America 3, I mean, this could mean many things. This could mean he's just there for a little cameo. It could be that he's, there's a bigger story in Captain America 3 where Captain America needs all the help he can get. So that's bringing an Avenger in, and it makes sense because they share a universe. Or this could lead to a Civil War storyline. I'm not going to dig too deep on what that is really all about. It's basically about Captain America versus Iron Man and whether superheroes should really reveal their identity or not. So there's two, and Captain America, of course, says no, and Iron Man says yes, because, well, Tony Stark already revealed his identity in the first film. This means many things. A lot of people are saying Civil War, but this can also mean that it just could be in this one particular story that the Russos want to tell. That Captain America might need help, and it makes sense that they'd have another Avenger in the film if it's a bigger problem. But it is exciting. I mean, Captain America and Iron Man in one film, that's awesome. That means Batman versus Superman were very smart to move their date because it would go head to head with these two popular characters, especially Captain America, and how the Winter Soldier just blew everybody's expectations out of the water. But there is also rumors that Marvel is trying very hard to get Spider-Man to appear in the Avengers universe. So it could, if it's just rumors, it's not official, it's not an official statement. It's just really people talking. He said, she said. But if they are really trying to get Spider-Man in the Avengers universe, then we are looking at I would think, Civil War story arc. Which would be kind of, I mean, it'd be interesting because in a Civil War story arc, you have all the heroes. You have X-Men, you have Fantastic Four, and we all know that they're with Fox. And of course, Spider-Man's with Sony. But Spider-Man's basically the main one, though. Spider-Man can bring in all those dollar bills. So, Robert Downey Jr. in Captain America 3. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's a Civil War story arc, or do you think it's something else? You think maybe, they heard everybody say, hey, where's all the other Avengers? And they're just bringing in the Avengers, and one of the Avengers, and that's Iron Man, and which makes sense. So we also have, let's just move on to our next story, and our next story is Justice League and the supposed rumor of who's going to be the villain. And this was on Schmoes Know podcast. Schmoes Knows has a review channel on YouTube. Go ahead and check that out. They have some great videos. They cover a lot of stuff. They cover a lot of movie reviews. I enjoy their videos a lot. Well, they had somebody talk about Batman vs. Superman and the supposed villain, and it was rumored that it's going to be Brainiac. Now, Brainiac is Superman's villain. I'm not too much into Superman mythos or comics, so I know a little bit about Brainiac, but I know he's a fan favorite. So Brainiac might be the villain for Justice League. Of course, he's not the villain of Batman vs Superman, but it looks like they're setting him up for him to be the villain of the All-Star team. So basically, it came from Latino Review. El Mayamba from Latino Review said, "I'm told the setup is in Batman vs Superman. The rumor is that Brainiac is going to be the bad guy in Justice League, and the setup of it is cool. Remember how the Kryptonian beacon that Clark set off brought Zod to Earth? Brainiac heard it as well. That's what I'm hearing. Basically, Brainiac is going to be set up, and somehow at the end of Batman vs Superman, from what I'm hearing, and then it goes into Justice League, which that makes sense too. I mean, yeah, that beacon did bring Zod over, and I'm pretty sure it attracted a lot of people out there in space. It's not just the Kryptonians. There's a lot more other people out there. That would be interesting if the Green Lantern Corps heard that beacon as well. So that's interesting. Brainiac in the Justice League. What do you think? Do you think they need another villain, or do you think that's perfect? I think it's a great. Brainiac seems like a really kick-ass character. We all thought it was going to be Darkseid, but it's not Darkseid. Or, well, this is just a rumor as well. But, you know, if they do bring Brainiac, then if it's not Darkseid, then Brainiac seems like it would be a worthy opponent for the Justice League. We also have Suicide Squad news. The Suicide Squad solo film that will be taking place has announced who's going to be in the film. So for starters, both Floyd Lawton, aka Deadshot, George Digger, Harkness, aka Captain Boomerang, they're rumored to be in the film. We also have, what else do we have? We have the African superhero better known as Vixen. Nowhere in this list though, which everybody is just like screaming for, like there is no Harley Quinn in this list of characters. No Harley Quinn, which is interesting because Harley Quinn is the fan favorite. She's the fan favorite. We all want to see Harley Quinn on the big screen. So I don't know what to take of it. I mean, I think Suicide Squad is the right route if you want to. You go Suicide Squad, and then you go to Batman, because I think Batman's villain should be in this movie, and I think Harley Quinn should be in Suicide Squad, but they don't have her in it, which is fine. All right, whatever. I guess we're saving Harley Quinn for the Batman universe, the solo movies. Oh, it would have been a nice setup to get to know her character in the Suicide Squad, but we don't get that. They probably want to use her too in the Batman solo films, because the Joker is going to be introduced some point or another. Probably not the first film, but the second film, the Joker's going to be introduced, and Harley Quinn at that point will probably be introduced as well. It's going to be interesting who they get for Harley Quinn. But this Suicide Squad is an interesting movie. I wonder how they're going to play it, how they're going to get, because we're focused on the antagonists and then the main characters of the story. So is there going to be a gray area? Is it going to be like the animated film? What's this all about? So that's our Suicide Squad. And if that's not enough Batman, we get a solo Lego Batman. That's right, the Batman from the Lego movie is getting his own spin-off film, and they're eyeing the release of 2017. This is officially happening. Lego Batman. The best part of the Lego movie, so why not? Why not? Well, let's go back to Marvel. Let's go to New York Comic Con, which they're showing a lot of stuff. They're showing a lot of stuff from Daredevil, which you'll see the pictures up on top, and Guardians of the Galaxy, the animated series. But I guess they showed footage, a little trailer to Ant-Man starring Paul Rudd, and man, people who came out of it said they were amazed, they were happy, and it's looking to be really, really good. And so basically this is the breakdown. So this is how the trailer was described. In the Ant-Man scene, we hear the voice of Hank Pym as he introduces himself to a tiny, armored Scott Lang. As Ant-Man running through the streets, Pym introduces Lang to a relatively large fly that Pym is able to call on to take him where he needs to go. Ant-Man's movie's gonna be it could either be good or it could be bad, because after Edgar Wright's departure, I felt that was a huge blow to the film. We want Edgar Wright to direct this film. I think Edgar Wright was the perfect choice. He has all that creativity. He did, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End. So him leaving this Ant-Man project, all eyes are on this Ant-Man project, because this could be the first dud from Marvel. But we all thought, Guardians of the Galaxy was a risk, but look how huge that turned out. So Ant-Man, but everybody's been following the story, and it's starting to seem like a World War Z, where just a lot of things are just not happening for this movie. But a lot of people said they were excited for the scene and stuff, and all the looks that they gave them for Ant-Man, so we'll see. Other than that, though, we had Avengers 2 exclusives where they showed a little mini trailer of Avengers 2, and they said it blew their mind. A lot of people are tweeting in saying how emotional they got out of the trailer, which I just can't wait for this trailer to come out already so I can see what's going on. I know there's going to be a lot of death, a lot of despair, but of course they'll keep that humor that Marvel is known for. Let's move on to the box office, and let's go over David Fincher's thriller Gone Girl, who took in $26.8 million and was #1 this weekend. Trailing behind is Dracula Untold, Universal's movie, it came out around to $23.5 million in second place. And in third place is Walt Disney's Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. What a bad freaking title. It brought in $19.1 million, and The Judge coming in fourth place with $13.3 million. I thought The Judge would actually do a lot better. I'm surprised at those figures, but Alexander beat The Judge, and Dracula Untold, man, you know my thoughts on that. So it's interesting that Dracula Untold came in second this weekend. I thought The Judge was going to be on second place and taking a little bit more dough than that. Gone Girl, no surprise, that's #1. What is a surprise is how much Annabelle slipped down. I thought Annabelle would still be up there in the top 5, or top 3 at least. So it slipping down was a big surprise. But Gone Girl #1, and rightfully so. It's the best picture out of all these movies, really. So that is it, guys. Really, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about Robert Downey Jr. being at Captain America 3? I want to hear you guys' thoughts. If you like this video, please push the like button, and I would really appreciate if you subscribe. And thank you very much for your time, and hey, have a good day.